little bit of loneliness, probably. I mean, that's been kind of a recurring theme. Only child, but then, yeah, I've moved around a lot for work and stuff and travel, which has been great. I mean, really enriching experience, but that also, makes it hard to get those permanent connections. I'm at a point where I'm pretty comfortable by myself, honestly, and doing my own thing, but I always am like out there. I mean, I'm not the most outgoing as far as like starting up conversations with people, but I'm not sitting at home either, like I'm out every day, walking around the streets here, or when I'm at home, I'm going to busy beach town, Santa Cruz, Monterey, San Luis Obispo, something like that in California, kind of getting out and about, just doing new things in my, even if it doesn't involve other people, I'm like, well, let's do new things, and I could definitely work on my, interpersonal, just being a little bit more outgoing too. I mean, I aspire to that for sure, but
I see.
I don't know what, some sort of block that probably goes back to, somewhere in my subconscious from like a long time ago. Who knows? Maybe I was like rejected approaching somebody like decades ago or something, and just who knows? It'd be an interesting thing to find out if it's ever possible. But anyway, could be inherited personality traits that maybe make me feel a little bit awkward. One thing that I've thought about a lot of different aspects. I mean, one could even be height. I mean, I'm relatively tall person, so you're kind of like not on a level where you're making that consistent eye contact with people. Like maybe it really is lonelier, like up there. I don't know if that's a
totally
thing or not. That could be a thing. Definitely struggles with like substance abuse for the most part, I would say. I mean, yeah, alcohol. Been sober for almost 5 years from alcohol anyway, which before I was using as like a real kind of social anxiety. Yeah, I feel like I'm on the other side of that. I mean, I still like anything that's really bad, like habit forming in a detrimental way anyway. I mean, I still like, I still smoke a little bit of pot now and then and stuff, but that's not something that is like, just totally consuming my waking thought, or it's something that it doesn't affect me like the next day or in the long, there's no like physical kind of like withdrawal component or anything like that. It's just kind of more social. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not gonna like sit here and say I'm totally sober or anything like that, but yeah. But I'm to the other side of, I think, of some really harmful substance abuse, and it relieves social anxiety, but then also, what if I am feeling lonely? I mean, that was like a escape from that, I guess, like if I'm just and that was when it became a problem too, by the way, which is like when I wasn't drinking socially anymore. And then I was like, oh, I can hang out at home and, drink a little bit and feel good too. But yeah, so I don't know. I think I thought it was giving me an escape from just pretty much any psychological problem. I was using that as like, instead of seeking out any real, relief for like any depression or anxiety or anything, I was just like self-medicating pretty much, I'd say. So
been there, done that.
Yeah,
the good old mental blanket.
Yeah, I'm not religious, but I'm kind of a determinist, and the fact that I think that almost like every action is almost like I don't like kind of bound to happen. Like everything that happens is meant to happen, but without there really being like an overarching design. Just kind of like, if you could, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, but that ultimately there's really no other way that things could be than they are right now. Which is, I mean, in a way that's kind of saying that free will doesn't exist, but in a way it's like if your mind is guiding you in a direction and like
in the moment, looking at everything as a lesson and a journey of life, and here we are, and it's beautiful, and it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, and it's like, and it's pretty good, it's like, yeah, things could always be better, but they could be a lot worse too. So it's like it's pretty good what most of us got. If we're sitting here right now, then it's we did something, things are going right.
Yeah. Thank you for taking a moment.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.